Hello and welcome to In the Neighborhood with Luke Walker for the Metro Oklahoma City area. We're going to look over stats for the entire central Oklahoma area and see what's going on. Buyer's market, seller's market. Let's just jump right in. Okay, so diving right in, I've pulled up 5 years worth of data here. This is all price ranges, the entire central Oklahoma market. This comes from the Central Oklahoma MLS multi-listing system. So this is most of the home sales in the central Oklahoma area, including the Oklahoma City metro area, Yukon, Mustang, um, Guthrie, Edmond, Midwest City, Dell City, pretty much all the surrounding towns, Piedmont, Norman, you get the idea, Blanchard, Tuttle, all that good stuff. So, looking at this, you can see that right now this is where we're at. July 2019, this is coming up to July 2019. It's August right now. We had 2.9, almost 3 months of inventory. Anything less than 5 months of inventory is considered a seller's market. So, we are in a deep seller's market at the moment overall in the MLS, and we'll drill down into the numbers and look in what price ranges, things like that, uh, is really in a seller's market right now. Some of it's still in a buyer's market, some of it's in kind of the neutral zone, what we call a balanced market. So we'll look at all that here in just a second. One thing I want to stress is that your home, your neighborhood is affected differently and the numbers for your neighborhood look different than the overall MLS. This is just the overview. So if you want to know about your home, give me a call, email me, whatever works for you. I'll get you some numbers for your home, your neighborhood, specifically what your neighborhood's going through. I can send you a lot of information. Don't mind doing that. There's never a charge for that. Give us a call. We'll take care of that for you. So anyway, looking at this, you can see that we're in a seller's market like we haven't been in quite some time. And yes, it's coming back up. But if you look at the bottom of this chart, 2.5 to 3. So we've only changed about half a month's inventory. So this whole area right here is a big time seller's market overall. Now you can see that overall we've stayed in the seller's market for the last 5 years. And so those are some good stats if you're a seller. If you're a buyer, what does that mean for you? It means that there's not as many homes to buy, probably, and depending on the price range. So let's look at some of the price ranges specifically. This is under 100,000. Um, there's 2.2 months of supply at the moment, the end of July. 1 to 200, 1.9 months. 200 to 300, 3 months, and actually it's kind of dipped back down versus last month. 300 to 399. Now you see a huge jump here. There was only 3.4 months of inventory, but it's jumped back up into the balanced market of 5 months of supply. So looking at the price range or the years real quick, it looks like there's a lot of 2010 and later, which means that there's most likely a whole lot of new construction going on in that range, driving that back up. Okay, now we're in the 400 to 499 range, so 4 to 500 range, 6.6 months of supply. 500 to 600 range, 7.2, stayed steady from last month. 600 to 700, 10.7. And you notice this was, so 600 to 700 had a pretty good, they were in the balanced market range of under 7 months. Now it's kind of tilted more towards the buyer's market. 700 to 800, 11 months inventory. So it's actually been pretty steady except for December. So now we're in the 800 to 900 range, 11.5 months of inventory, 900 to a million, 17.7 months of inventory, which is a lot more inventory you can see than we've had in a while, over a year. A lot more. 1 million to 1.5, 16 months of inventory. 1.5 and over, we're just going to lump all that together and we're at 29-ish months of inventory there. There's a lot of builders that are building higher end specs and things like that. in the area, expecting the market to be there for that. So we'll have to see how that plays out there. Let's see, that's 2010 and later. Let's see that 20.5 months of inventory all resides in that range. So let's go back and look at the stats for the lower price ranges again, because these are really the price ranges that most of you guys are probably in. Right now, the median price range for Oklahoma City and surrounding areas is around the 218 range. Off the top of my head, it's where it was a couple of weeks ago. So let's look real quick here. I'm going to change this as well from 5 years to where we're just going to look at this year, and we've got monthly. I want to look at shows to pending. So what that means is this is the average amount of showings that it's taking right now to get a house under contract. So in for July, it was 10.4 for the entire MLS. What I say entire MLS, that's actually 900 to 999 in the entire MLS, not limited to a region. So 10 showings, and then your house is under contract. If you're going a whole lot over that in your showings and you have a home on the market, then you probably need to look at making a change either in the pricing, the condition. Sometimes it's the marketing. Go and look. If you haven't looked at the pictures that are being used to market your listing, now would be a good time to look at those and make sure that they look professional, that maybe there's not something out of whack there. Look at the whole picture and decide, talk to your realtor and figure out, what you need to do to improve the sale of your house. But you should expect to be able to get a contract overall. Again, it's a neighborhood by neighborhood, price range by price range thing here. Overall, 10.4 showings. That's for the 900 or the under $100,000 range. Looks like in the 100,000 to 200,000, 13.6. 200 to 300, it's 13.2 showings until you find a contract. 13.3 shows to pending in the 300 to 499. So let's look all price ranges, just all put together. Let's see, it's going to crunch the numbers. And it's 12.9. So what I was saying a minute ago, that applied to the 99 and less, but say 13, 14 shows, it's not that big of a difference. But if you're in the 15, you've shown your home 25 times, definitely time to look and see about making a change. I would say that if you're even at the 15 mark, you really ought to check and see if your home is priced right, if you need to, make some changes to the curb appeal, the photos marketing the property, different things like that. And so have those discussions with your realtor and see. So let's look at the average sales prices, median sales prices for the market. So this is all price ranges. I'm going to go ahead and click over to single family just so we have a really clear picture. The median sales price is at 183.9. So then the average is 213.014. I said 218, it's 213 as the average, and the median's the 187, I believe is what we said. 183.9. So in between that range somewhere is where the largest market of buyers is right now. So if you've got a home that's in the 250, down to say 150 to 250 range, you're in the extreme sweet spot overall for the market. And then let's go over and look at our total market overview. And if you aren't completely bored yet by numbers, then you're a numbers guy like me. So here's a little bit. You can see that less than 5 months of inventory, that's a seller's market. Here's the 5 to 7, it's a balanced market. And then over that is the buyer's market. So it kind of trends along the lines of the price ranges. Once you get up to the 4 to 500 range, you're in the balanced range. And then over that, there's more of a buyer's market because there's a whole lot more inventory in there. So let's look real quick here. In the this shows you the median list price, and you can pause right here and look these numbers over if you don't want to listen to me narrate them. The important things to look at is what's the median list and sold price in here in your price range. So find your price range of house. see what list what's sold. And if you want this in a PDF form, I can sure send it over to you. I can even put you on the list to be sent this every month here in the metro area. And if you'd like to have numbers for your neighborhood, even drilled down to there, just let us know. List versus sold price, 99, 100, 98, 97, 98, 99. We're well over, and this is the entire MLS. This isn't just me. My range does stay in this, and a lot of times we get 100 plus on our homes that they're priced really well and marketed aggressively. But median days on market, they're not high. It's under 30 in most areas until you start getting into the and even in these areas they get up there. So one thing I want to notice is, if you look at these homes that are in the higher price ranges, let's just go ahead and go for the $1 million range right here. It says, this one says 49 days on market. This one says 18 is the median days on market. Here's how many closings they're basing that off of. Okay, it's just 1 or 2 or 3 here. And there's a good chance that maybe these homes were listed before and they were taken off and put back on the market, which kind of restarts their days on market in the MLS. So, they could have been trying to sell these homes for, let's say this one right here that, right here. So there's one closing. So 49 days on market. It could be that they've had it listed 2 times at 150 days, and then this time they finally got the listing price right to get it sold. They may have had this thing listed for $1.5 million and had to keep coming down until they found the right price. So that's why it's really important to price your home right to start with. That way you can sell it, because 49 days on the market's not bad for $1 million house. 18's really great for a 800 plus $900 million house. So even 74 is not bad, but again, these homes may have been listed several times before they got sold. So that's all I'm going to say about that. You can pause it, take a look at these numbers. You can see how many active listings, pending, and closings, and that's where these months of supply come in. Overall, again, 2.4 for the entire market, just like we were looking at over there. This data was updated on the 6th of this month. It's August 2019 right now. If you like what you heard and you want to see these videos whenever we upload them, make sure and hit the subscribe and then hit the little bell icon that's right down in the corner. And we'll hope to see you guys next time on In the Neighborhood.